Morning, y'all. So yesterday we were finishing up hunter-gatherer societies. We started talking about. What did we start talking about? Where did I end us yesterday? Let's take a look. Today we're going to be reading about when people first started settling into societies, and we're going to do a little fake case study kind of a deal. The beginning of what a case study would be for you guys. Okay, ancient bones, the Stone Age, blah, 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 blah. This is prehistory 2.0. Oh yeah, and then we watched the agricultural revolution video from Crash Course, which I won't rely too heavily on those videos because, well, first off, the guy just talks so damn fast you can't understand anything he's saying, which is kind of annoying. Every time he goes to breathe in, they edit him speaking again, so he never takes time to breathe, which is crazy. But anyways, I digress. So we learned that the agricultural revolution happened. Hunter-gatherer societies began to realize that if you planted seeds from the wild plants that you ate, you could cultivate them, help ensure that they grow, and then they'll provide you with a sustainable food source instead of needing to follow around the herds all the time. Or like, heading south with the change of the seasons because like the plants get out of season and so you can't eat them anymore. So you have to go south in order to eat different plants, stuff like that. People are able to circumvent that by growing crops. And that starts a whole new phase of human existence. People who form agricultural societies, they need land. And so when people who still lived in nomadic societies would use that land for their herds or just walking through it, stationary people, agricultural societies didn't much enjoy that. So there was oftentimes conflict. Agricultural societies would have more people, so they would usually win the wars. But for thousands of years, the biggest struggle in human history was between nomadic people and sedentary people. The Mongols coming and taking over the world at one point, almost taking over most of Asia, is kind of an example of that. It's horse nomadic people, the Mongols, versus sedentary people who have agricultural societies like the Chinese and the Persians. And then there's also the Huns. When the Huns invade Rome, that's kind of the same deal. The Huns are nomadic people, the Romans are not. So that's kind of the big conflict that happened between humanity for quite some time. And this is the birth of that conflict, is when societies started settling down. And so today we're going to study the first society, Mesopotamia. It is where the first cities are found. It's Mesopotamia means between two rivers in Mesopotamian, Sumerian. I think it's Sumerian language is what we call it. So Mesopotamia has the first couple cities in the world. This is a byproduct of the agriculture that happens there. So we're going to do a reading today that is kind of about that transition from hunter-gatherer into agricultural society. This one is about the invention of the plow. We actually don't know who invented the plow in real life. We have no idea. They didn't write it down, so whoever did doesn't get the credit. But this is a make-believe story that I wrote, essentially, where it's about a man who created the plow, and then kind of a fake little story about it. And if you were to be reading about that, it would be a primary source, so it's kind of like a fake one. And then we're going to answer a few questions about it that hopefully kind of shed light on, what it was like to be the inventor of the plow or whatever. so you guys can learn a couple things. So the objective of this lesson will be that you guys understand the importance of the plow and how technology can alter, human society, and how it does, and how well, that's it basically. So good luck, have fun. Thanks y'all for watching. Have a good day.